shock. Joking. One shock them. 2, 3, and then 4. Let's work.
Welcome back to Dr. Walls and Friends on the Sisters in Harmony Network and Africa TV 1. We are live at the Mega Martial Arts Weekend in Atlantic City, New Jersey at the Tropicana Hotel. And I am here with someone who I've seen in many pictures, and I'm excited because he's really in the flesh. I can touch him. Grandmaster Muhammad, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
Oh, it's wonderful to have you here today.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. This is my first time
Really?
making it out. I've wanted to make it out many times, but I'm either traveling out of the country or whatever. I just hadn't been able to do it, but I'm happy to be here
I'm glad.
This particular time.
Great. And there's many people who are happy to see you.
Yes,
So
yes,
that
yes.
is wonderful. Now tell the people, you've been in the martial arts for a while.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you get started in the martial arts, and how long have you been in the martial arts?
Well, it's been about 47 years now.
Okay.
I'm a young 55.
I don't know how that happened. Look, I'm looking at you going, I'm with the man that just went by. I don't understand how that could be.
Yeah, I'm a young 55-year-old,
All right.
and at this time, and I actually got introduced to martial arts through the Nation of Islam.
Really?
Yes, so as one of the youth in the Nation of Islam, one of the things, we didn't have the normal sport like basketball and things of that nature. What we had was boxing, martial arts, and that was my introduction into it,
Wow. And what style?
Well, I started out I started out with a karate system. It was a Shorin. Well, this karate system, it was so long ago, but Shorin. It was a Shorin-ryu style, and I got to a yellow belt in it.
Okay.
But and it was also in the school that I was in, Muhammad University of Islam. But from there, I went. Dr. Moses Powell, his school started to teach in the school.
Okay.
So from there, that's when I began.
Wow.
With Dr. Moses Powell from that time. That's back '69.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a little while ago.
Yes, a little while ago.
Right. I don't think you're telling the truth, but okay. Because you look like you just started the other day.
That is, every day I start.
Okay.
Every day.
Okay. And so now what are you doing in the world of martial arts?
Well, I do a lot of traveling. I'm teaching in numerous cities, so I do a traveling. Of course, I have my own school in Chicago. My brother, Christopher, who is also my student, he has a school here in New York, along with Grandmaster Bill McLeod and a number of others. So I have schools in St. Louis, Indianapolis, and a number of other locations that we're building right now. So we're just trying to grow and teach more people.
I often hear martial artists talk about having different schools in different locations. Did you know that it was going to lead to this at some point?
Actually, no. Really, I'll tell you what excited me about the martial arts was not a teacher. It was another student, another young boy that was similar in age to myself.
Okay.
And when I saw him, he just looked he was so good, and I wanted to be like him.
Okay.
I wanted to do what he did.
Got you.
And from there, it was, just continued on. So I didn't know really where this was going to lead me. I just wanted to do it.
Right.
And I continued. So those who were better than me, in fact, they stopped.
Look at that.
And I just continued. I didn't stop. And because of that, God has blessed me to be where I am.
Look at that. I often talk to people about their passion and their purpose. What would you say your passion and your purpose is?
Well, the passion is to share with others what I believe in. And whether that is spiritual, the physical aspect, mental stability, so my passion is to give to others, and sometimes it appears or feels like it's a fault even, because everybody that you give something to doesn't respect what you give.
Yes.
But I think I've gotten more out of giving than receiving.
Okay. Now tell me this, with martial arts and with Islam, what are some parallels that you see between the two?
Wonderful parallels, in fact, because it is really about giving, to others. It's the care and concern for your brother and for your family. It is about building yourself and your understanding, developing your knowledge, So in that, it's exactly the same for me. It came together, in fact, So I don't see my martial arts as separate from Islam, It is together because it's about protecting myself, and in protecting myself, it's not just physically protecting yourself. So it's about spiritually, physically, mentally creating an environment that is going to secure you and those who you care about.
Yes.
And we should care about all who are trying to do good for you.
That's right.
Not just you, but just do good in general. So that's what I would say.
I love that. And as you were saying it, I thought about there were several martial artists who I've talked to before, and they talked about the history of martial arts. And they were saying how different styles were created to protect their loved ones,
yes,
to protect the villages.
That's right.
And so as you're saying, by the combination of Islam and the martial arts really becoming one system for you,
yes.
And that you've been able to carry that legacy into the now.
Absolutely. I as far as martial arts, Islam, and making that all one, some martial arts, there is no spirituality in it. And, that I don't agree with.
Right.
Because, if I'm going to bring my child to someone to impart discipline, I can't give you my son. I know you may be able to teach him how to kick and punch.
Right.
But are you going to teach him how to be a good person?
That's right.
And also be good to himself, meaning if you're drinking, if you're smoking, if you're doing things that are damaging to yourself, then what is the discipline that you're giving him?
That's right. And
what kind of individual, as an example,
yes,
are you going to be there to present to him? So it's important that you have that, and I think that is necessary. In fact, I believe that the old martial artists, we're talking about, when we go back, when you talk about China, you talk about Japan, you talk about Egypt, they had strong foundation in the spirituality.
Yes.
Was greater than the physical, because we say that, it's, you'll hear 75% or 90% is spiritual or mental, and it's only 10% is physical.
Wow.
So that's what I believe. I believe that it's necessary that you raise the conscious mind so that, the physical will follow all of that.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I love it. And I think that's a great place for us to stop at the moment.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Enjoy your weekend.
I will definitely. I'm already doing it.
Good.
Yes,
Good.
ma'am.
All right. We'll see you again on Dr. Walls and Friends.
Thank you.